It's another Monday once again. I don't know the time frame of where you are. Maybe it's morning, maybe it's afternoon, maybe it's even evening. So let me just say good day. The most important thing is just to encourage you. This is Inspirational Talk with Oba, and that's the nickname that I've been given. My name is Debola Aina. There's a lot that is happening, and we feel it's an important responsibility from us. Yes, I'm sure some of you went to church yesterday and it feels, I don't know whether you sometimes you feel like, what is this pastor saying? Does this pastor don't really understand what I'm going through? So we want to add our own, and we believe that God will speak through us to you to help you. Truth be told, I can't understand what you are going through. I really don't know what you are going through. And truth be told also, every one of us is going through something. But how we handle it will go a long way to help us as children of God. Whether you like it or not, depression often makes us feel we are worthless, like there's no point to anything, or that we are unlovable. One of the things I have been sharing to people, telling people about, is there's a need for you to learn to talk to somebody. Learn to talk to somebody. The right people do, because there are people out there that when you talk to them, your life is even worse than the way it was before. And that's why somebody like me, it's not everybody I open my mouth to talk to. Yes, I need to talk to somebody. Even as a pastor, sometimes I need to talk to somebody, but by experience also I've spoken to people, open my heart to them, and then they ended up ridiculing what I'm saying. But truth be told, we need to learn to talk to somebody, because it goes a long way to help them, because there's a lot that is happening to people. I am not a prophet of doom, but I foresee people that will commit suicide in the nearest future. People will want to kill themselves. People will be asking, is this God real? And that's why many people today don't believe God again. Many Christians, if I may say, some people say, they are not strong Christians. Excuse me, they are strong Christians. Our prayer is whatever we are going through will not push us to begin to do some nonsense. So this morning, or this day, if I may say, I've come to encourage a brother, I've come to encourage a sister with some of my words, that it will encourage you. It will help to cushion your day. Please remember that you are capable, you are brave, you are loved, even when it feels you are not. I have been in a situation whereby I am asking myself, what the hell is happening? And I remind myself, I pat myself on the back, pat my chest and said, I am capable, I am brave, I am loved. Even when all these things, I don't see it, but I say that to myself to encourage myself. The Bible says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. Now, there's one thing that we all need to understand. I have walked through this process before. Do not give the past the power to define your future. Every one of us make mistakes. Every one of us. I just left the field this morning, and then one of my boys was playing, and then he made a mistake, and then that mistake cost them a goal against them. And then I called myself, this thing you did, see what happened. And then lo and behold, second half again, they were I think they agreed it was 1-1 draw, and then the game was still continues, and then he wanted to make the mistake again. I'm sure he remembered, and then quickly corrected it. At the end of the day, they won. So more often than not, people get depressed, or the devil prey on the situation they are going through, because they give the past the power to define their future, because of the mistake, because of what they have done before and all that. And there's nobody that does not have a story. Why do we call it history? His story, somebody's story, and every one of us has story. But when you allow it to define you, it cripples your future. So I want to say to you once again, whatever you are going through, your past is your past. Yes, you need to learn from it. Do not allow it to define you. Now, perhaps you have been assigned this mountain to show others that it can be moved. As you go in this week, whatever mountain that is facing you, my brother, my sister that is listening to me, if I tell you some of the mountains that have been assigned to over years, it will shock you. But to the glory of God, some of those mountains, I have moved them. Sometimes I broke those mountains. Sometimes I climb over those mountains. Sometimes I just face the mountain head on. And to the glory of God, I am a better person today. So sometimes, as you go into this, as you go into this week, whatever you are going through, it may be your mountain. I know a story about a couple that got married, strong couple. I know them very well, but for years I believe in God for the fruit of the womb, and they were asking themselves, where did they get it wrong? And then they began to compare. Small girl, prostitute, get pregnant. Unbeliever, get pregnant. What is happening to them? That is their mountain. And the mountain was assigned to them. So I don't know the mountain to which you have been assigned to. Whatever problem, challenges you are facing now, face it head on. Mind you, those couples at the end of the day have their own children, because they stood their ground by faith in God. I'm sure I'm speaking to believers today. This is Inspirational Talk with Oba. I want to believe that your day is going well. I don't want to believe that God is not good, because God is still good. Yes, like I said from the beginning, depression is real, but you can counter it by understanding what you are going through. Every one of us is going through a challenge. Every one of us is going through a problem. Some is sickness, some is infertility, some is serious quarrels, trouble in their marriage. Some is woes upon woes that is happening to them. Do not forget, you are capable, you are brave, you are loved. This is not the time for you to begin to do what you're not supposed to do as a child of God. Many children of God now are going to drugs, and drugs is just for a while. Many are going to alcoholism, and you hear them say, "No, I just want to take small." And I'm asking myself, from taking small, you take something, you take a gulp, and it becomes big gulp, big like that, and before you know, become a drunk. Because many today also are lazy, finding the easy way out, and that's not the way of God. Remember, it is not selfish to put your recovery first. Rather, it is necessary in order to make sure that everything else does come last. You are number one. And that's why I always encourage people, you need to first of all love yourself. For my single sister, for my single brothers that listen to me this day, love yourself first before you say you want to love somebody. Many don't love themselves, and that's why they are looking for someone to love them. It will not work that way. Why do we have one of the reasons why we have increased rate in divorce today is because many people enter marriage with a wrong notion, wrong mindset. He will love me, she will love me. No, if you don't love yourself first, nothing will happen. So I want to encourage you today as I end this inspirational talk with you this day. Small baby step. Take small baby step each day. Add up to huge. They make giant leaps over time. So I want to encourage you, keep going. Do not give up. I say it again. Keep taking small baby step. Before you know it, it becomes big. Before you know it, it becomes a giant leap. Before you know it, it becomes, when you look back, you see that you are not where you are before. So do not give up. Let me use my word, keep hustling. Keep going on. Keep moving. Don't be redundant. Don't stagnate. And that's how I do my work. As a full-time pastor, if I tell you some of the things I do every day, some of you see you're a full-time pastor and you sit down at home, the only thing you do is pray. Praying is good, no problem about it. The only thing you do is study the Bible. Studying the Bible is good, but there are other things that you can do in the confinement of your ministry. Don't sit down at home 24 hours. You call yourself full-time housewife. Don't sit down at home as a full-time housewife and you're not doing anything to make impact, to add value to yourself. One of the reasons why I boast and I'm proudful about this to the glory of God is that I paid my dues. I am not a person that does not have anything to offer. I have something to offer, because every day I add value to myself. So I want to encourage you today, keep going on, keep moving forward, keep adding value to yourself. A day will come, the story will change. Be encouraged today. I want to encourage you also, we have other programs. Every day we have programs. Yes, that's the truth. You see on the screen that is being splashed on the screen. There's one that is going on every Thursday. Marital issues, praying for relationship, praying for marriages, that every plan of the devil that will crush it. There's other one every Friday, no carryover. There's been on since November. There's another one coming on in January. There's another one coming on in February. We have a series of programs. There's other past programs also that you can join in, all at Obadebola Praise at our social media platform. I am not saying you should share this content 10 times, 100 times. I am saying we are preaching the gospel by sharing it to somebody somewhere, because many people today are depressed. They need encouraging words like this to get them out of what they are going through. As I do that, God bless you in the name of Jesus. Please encourage us by subscribing to our channel, to our pages on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Why would you do that? So that you can get a notification of what we do on a daily, on a weekly, on a quarterly basis. Do that and God will bless you in Jesus' name. This is the gospel. This is the gospel. Gospel are moved beyond flyers, megaphone. That is important. But on the internet, these are the things you can help us to do, to share, to subscribe, to comment, and then for us to get your response, for us to pray with you. And if you need counseling, I'm sure you see on the caller some of the number you can call, you can WhatsApp, and somebody will respond to you. God bless you. Have a great and wonderful day. Shalom.